Cats occupy a special place in the world of pets. Their fluffy appearance and independent character hide a complex inner world full of emotions and needs. Many people mistakenly believe that food and cleanliness are enough for a cat. However, like any living creature, a cat needs attention and care. Lack of communication and stimulation can lead to serious consequences, from apathy and loss of interest in life to the development of various diseases. Recognizing a cat's homesickness and loneliness is not always easy, but an attentive owner observing the behavior of his pet will be able to notice the alarm signals. Cat behavior is a whole language that you need to learn to understand. One of the most obvious signs of longing is the constant meowing. Cats are known to meow primarily to communicate with humans. If a pet starts wandering around the house for no reason, meowing loudly and continuously, especially when he is not hungry or arranges nightly concerts, it may indicate boredom and loneliness. This behavior is a cry for attention, an attempt to say, "I'm bored, play with me." Do not ignore these signals because behind them lies a real need for communication. Another sign of homesickness can be destructive behavior. A favorite flower that has suddenly fallen from the windowsill, a sofa that has become a work of art with torn upholstery, all this can be the result of a cat's boredom and lack of attention. Left without play and affection, the cat begins to look for ways to entertain itself, and these ways are not always safe for the home interior. It is important to remember that punishment in such cases is ineffective and even harmful. A cat that is stressed from being alone may start to be even more harmful. The best solution is to give the pet more attention, and for the time of absence, provide it with interactive toys that will help to brighten the loneliness. Even the most well-mannered pet can suddenly begin to ignore his litter box, leaving unpleasant surprises in the most inappropriate places in the apartment. Often this behavior signals health problems in the animal. However, if the veterinarian confirmed that your furry friend is perfectly healthy, the reason probably lies in his emotional state. Perhaps the cat is experiencing boredom or suffering from loneliness. Many owners are faced with the fact that the cat begins to mark the territory, leaving its smell on the bed or the owner's favorite things. This is not just disobedience, but an attempt by the cat to mix its scent with that of its owner, to feel closer to him, to express its affection and longing. It is well known that cats are big sleepers and can spend a significant part of the day sleeping. This is completely normal, however. No one knows your pet better than you do. If your cat used to be full of energy and whirling around the house, but now it won't leave its cozy bed, it may simply have nothing to do and is bored alone. When a cat is deprived of interesting activities, sleep becomes its main entertainment. If you notice that your cat is sleeping even when he was awake and ready to play, this may indicate a depressed mood and a longing for your attention. Sudden outbursts of aggression in a cat are a cause for concern for the owner. If a previously affectionate animal began to hiss and scratch, this is a serious symptom. The reasons for this behavior may lie in banal boredom, lack of attention from the owner, or even in a depressed emotional state resembling depression. Do not think that the cat is trying to take revenge. Most likely, it is simply expressing its desperation, as if shouting, "Pay attention to me." Aggression is often the result of an unmet need for companionship. A cat is an individual with its own needs for care and attention. If these needs are ignored, the animal expresses dissatisfaction through aggressive behavior. The solution to the problem is quite simple. You need to give your pet more attention. Playing games, caressing, spending time together, all this will help the cat feel like an important part of the family. Aggression in this case is a cry for help, a request for love and care. Once the cat feels loved, the aggression is likely to disappear and the cat will become affectionate and friendly again. Another troubling sign is a change in hygiene habits. Cats are notorious cleaners, constantly grooming their fur. If a cat has stopped licking itself, its coat has lost its luster and is tangled, it could be a sign of trouble. This behavior sometimes indicates a feeling of loneliness and longing, similar to depression in humans. In a state of apathy, the animal loses interest in everything, including grooming. The opposite can also happen. The cat begins to excessively lick a certain area of the body, which leads to the appearance of bald spots. This complacency can be a sign of anxiety or stress that the animal is experiencing. Have you noticed that your pet's fur has lost its luster and maybe even some bald spots have appeared? This is a red flag that calls for closer attention to your cat. Gentle stroking, affectionate words, playful fun. Who knows? Perhaps it is this warmth and care that your perfect cat lacks in order to return the shine of its coat and favor to its owner. After all, taking care of your pet is also taking care of yourself, of your faithful and well-groomed friend. Sudden changes in a cat's eating habits are another cause for concern. Does your pet refuse the usual treats, as if on hunger strike, or on the contrary, does not leave the bowl, devouring everything indiscriminately? Such changes in appetite may indicate hidden problems. Perhaps the animal is pining for loneliness, stressed, or even suffering from depression. Cats usually eat at their own individual rhythm, often and little by little, regularly approaching the bowl. Skipping the usual snacks and having a full bowl is a clear signal to be wary. Prolonged starvation can lead to exhaustion and serious diseases such as liver lipidosis. In other cases, on the contrary, the cat is trying to eat stress and loneliness, which can lead to obesity and related problems. Carefully monitor the diet and appetite of your pet to notice alarming changes in time and take the necessary measures. Cat follows you like a shadow. When your cat starts following you like a fluffy shadow, literally everywhere, it's her trying to say, "Hey, I'm bored and lonely here." She can cozy up on your lap, lie down next to you, and sometimes even stretch out proudly on your keyboard, especially if you're busy doing something important. All for the sake of getting at least a little bit of your attention and to make sure that you do not run away. Cats are tricksters. They quickly realize that things with your scent create coziness and a sense of intimacy. So don't be surprised if a furry beauty cozied up on your pillow, laid down on your favorite sweater, or took your comfortable chair when you just got up for a minute, even if you are not in the field of her feline vision. While we may think this behavior is cute and proof of how much your cat loves you, keep in mind that these attachment issues can cause your cat stress and anxiety in the long run. The cat walks with its tail down and looks nervous. A happy cat usually lies relaxed on its back, shows you its tummy, and purrs softly. But if your cat is walking with her tail down and her tail twitching, it's her way of saying, "I don't like this at all." Usually fluffy cats proudly hold their tails up, especially when they are friendly and ready to socialize. But if the tail is down and even tucked, and the ears are pressed to the head, it means that the cat is not comfortable. It is nervous, and perhaps even angry. If the cat looks tense all the time or avoids certain family members, it's likely that something in the environment is causing her stress and anxiety. Find out what might be bothering her. Maybe a noise, some unfamiliar odors, or a stranger nearby. Eliminate the cause, and your pet will be happy again. Loneliness is the enemy of feline happiness. Owners often think that the solution to the problem will be a second pet, but this is not always the case. The presence of another animal can, on the contrary, aggravate the situation, causing stress and competition for the owner's love. There are more effective and safer methods to combat cat boredom. The secret is simple. You need to give your pet more attention. Even 10 to 15 minutes of caressing, gentle scratching, and playing with a favorite toy can give the cat real pleasure, and the owner pleasant minutes of communication. A wonderful addition will be the creation of a play area. Tunnels, mice, climbing, and other amusements will help the cat to pass the time in the absence of the owner and will not let it get bored. Do not forget that boredom and loneliness negatively affect the immunity of animals, making them vulnerable to various diseases. Care and attention, the key to health and happiness of your furry friend. By showing love to your pet, you help it feel needed and loved.